plans, the map, the illusory map, having concocted some form of plan. What do you say?
Verdane, I wanted to ask you something.
Yes, of course. What is it?
Well, it's been some time since I had a moment to spare for idle conversation, and there are many things that weigh on my mind. I think of home, people, more so than the place. I understand that that chaplain of Seshab didn't make idle threats, so part of me worries. On the other hand, I think if they believe my kin to be vulnerable, they clearly have never met my mother. My sister can hold her own too, I suppose, but with the twins on the way, she has much to lose. Well, they would need a small army to get through Marlin, though. My father, he's not a fighting man, but he wields coin with the same deadly precision Marlin blade. And I'm rambling.
You're nervous. That's understandable.
Yeah. Owen, he sent a message for me. I don't know if did I tell you about that?
You didn't. Is everyone back home? Fine.
No. He contacted Isadora.
Ah. Yes, of course, that makes more sense.
In your mind, how do you see love? To you, what is love?
Oh my gosh, you just ask him a question he's never even considered in his life before.
What?
You ask him, what is love? And then you see for a moment Verdane just blank face, blink a couple of times. Just straight face. Yeah, just straight face. Just, Silence between you two.
Seeing that he seems a bit blue screen, Sajar cuts in and he says, well, take my parents, for example. I admire them, my father's complete devotion to my mother is admirable, as is her adoration for him. They've shown me and my sister every day, with word and deed, what it is to love deeply. I don't know if such blessings are in my future, but I hope that they can be.
Is that what you're looking for?
I don't know if... No, it isn't, but it's part of hoping for. I guess it's what set me off on this journey to begin with. I'm suspecting that this might not be something you've thought much of before.
Those have never taken the time, no.
How about this? Imagine a mote of light in a sea of stars. It's impossibly far away, right all the time. Imagine a compass without direction. A beacon pointing away from the... It's the joy in laughter, or the sincerity in a smile. It is asking someone to see you as you truly are, and letting someone into your innermost trust. It's an act of faith. It's not always an easy choice to make known what you love, but if you never contemplate it, love at all, then that's sadder still.
Oh man, like I don't even think you would need any insight. Like, I think you would get the feeling that he genuinely never has.
Your words reach his ears, but they do not find purchase in his mind.
I'm afraid
Oh, go ahead.
I'm afraid I've never worried of such things. There's always been more important things to worry about.
Maybe that's the problem, because to my mind, nothing is more important. Well, if it makes a difference, I love you as a brother. I don't know that or if family is even in your field of view, but I have a feeling that my mind would welcome you into us. There won't people like that.
I think when all of this is said and done, we can figure out what that means.
I suppose we can. Oh, by the way, I'm sure you know Anushka Amber.
Gotta let him know.
Good they can find some solace in all of this.
I think they're finding more than solace in each other, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh my.
Can I just sort of like, as I'm talking to Erdane, can I just in my periphery just sneak a peek at Kasai? What does her face look like right now?
Roll insight. I'll deliver you information regardless, but let's see if the insight gives you something deeper. I don't know if Kasai would be there at this point. By this point, Kasai could be anywhere. Suited for the narrative.
I just saw the token there, so I figured.
Yeah, we're like re-round right now in terms of time, but it's whatever. I'm not going to stress on this too much. Kasai, as you're talking about this, she just has this sort of contemplative look on her face. It's a bit mournful in a way. And every now and again, you catch her steeling herself as she takes a deep breath, like reminding or refocusing or something. She doesn't chime in or anything, but she's listening.
Okay.
Most of it. And eventually Owen does come back. This is when Owen leaves Amber, regroups with you guys, and then the rest of them catch up with you guys, and then da-da-da-da-da-da. So, we are caught back up to present. Now, about that sniper team. Also, Fred, if you need to hop off, feel free to.
Yeah.
I shan't keep you if you don't want to. Nor need
How
to.
dare
I
you
can get away
leave?
with.
Good day, sire.
It's late for you. Go. Samuel Jackson, go the fuck to sleep. Hell yeah. Where's the
I
audio?
do just love you just hit him with the, how do you describe love? He's like, what the hell is that?
What dad?
Compassion?
What is this strange new emotion?
Here you go. Here's there you go. We'll put a general pet there. Go the fuck to sleep. Nice.
Oh, the
Voice.
So Anushka, you head over to the little quiet camp in the corner of the village, where you see a formidable set of people with a formidable set of rifles.
Oh.
Amber's like holding your hand and just like, don't freak out. Please don't freak. It'll be so awkward if you like start freaking out.
I'm not
Just,
going to
reel it in. Reel it.
No, I know what I said earlier. I'm fine.
It's okay. You'll get a rifle as cool as that someday. I'm sure of it.
I don't want a cool rifle like that. I want my rifle, but better.
Don't worry. Don't worry. All right. Just reel it in.
I am feeling it. Okay. All right.
As the guy returns back, the four of them stand up and salute him. At these. This is Chaplain Dufel's associates.
Hello. Yes.
They sit back down. Your names. I never got them.
Yes. I am Anushka, and this is Amber. It is lovely to meet you all.
Hi. It's silent for a moment. And then this guy on the left side closest to you. Well, shit. No point in having them stand well sitting on our asses. Huh? Come on, make some move. Come on, ease it over. Just stand. Sit. Actually, no. You, no, this is a better idea. Sit over there. There. One for you. For both
thank you very much.
So, yeah, this is Tristan. He reaches around his bag and holds it by the helmet, shakes it around like a older sibling ruffling a little sibling's hair. This is Tristan. He's a rookie. Tristan shrugs like he's not wrong. Doesn't mean I have to like it. It's not wrong. I am Cyril. Nice to meet you. The silent one over there is Matthew. He nods. And this is our own lovely lady. Don't call me that. Corporation. And you already met the Sergeant Major. Unlocks all names.
It is good to meet you all.
Pleasure to meet you. Don't mind me. I'm the loudmouth of the group. Someone has to talk amongst all these mutes. Tristan just like leans and looks at him. Every time I try to talk, you just stand. The important people are talking. See? Matthew just shakes his head like, "Oh my god." Aisha's just looking intensely at you guys. Like either she doesn't blink or she blinks at the moments you blink or something and you miss it. Like, 'cause she just doesn't stop looking at you.
Well, that's slightly disconcerting. I suppose I'm just gonna try and ignore that too much.
So the Sergeant Major goes out of this tent, grabs a rifle. You want to look at our guns, right?
Yes, if that is okay. Sorry, I'm just I'm trying to look for ways to improve my own firearms, I guess.
Well, what do we have to work with? Let's see it.
Okay. Sort of hands it over, like very kind of.
Very gently.
Yeah, just sort of almost like kind of unsure of herself, I guess, sort of thing.
For the love of the gods, do not mess with my aperture.
No, I wouldn't dream. No. Why would I do? Okay.
You examine it, and you can see some of them have their rifles with them right now. Matthew and Cyril have theirs right now with them. They are not the same rifle. Don't remember, they're all sniper rifles in various capacities, but they are not the same. Not even necessarily the same firing mechanisms or anything like that. They are different. You look at Sergeant Axel's. His is like a breech loading one shot, one before he had to reload, and so on and so forth. Nice stuff, heavy caliber, and is from how like it's sized. This thing can fly further than what normally sniper rifles would make out to. Impressive. That being said, do you have Tinkerer's tools as a skill by any chance?
I don't think I do, which I kind of wish I did.
Don't worry, we'll get there. Promise.
Yeah. I don't think it was an option.
If it might not have been actually, yeah.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then roll me your Roll me your perception. I think that's actually no, it's probably more it'd be like a wisdom-based investigation. So just perception is the same thing.
Yeah, okay.
Unless you don't have proficiency investigation.
No, I don't. It's perception. I've got investigate. Blah, blah, blah. Proficiency in.
Perfect. Okay, then so that's like what, -3? So 16?
Such a good roll too.
Yeah, it is.
Oh well.
It is impressive. Although you're not sure, after having looked at Lord Koltark's arsenal, his mobile arsenal, if it's on the same layer, same tier as that. But this thing is heavily kitted up. It's heavily tinkered with. Like, you can see where the original gun's manufacturing begins and where all the custom parts of it are introduced. Different materials, slots that weren't there previous, that are now there currently. The scope is not standard. Different parts of the wooden stock are even changed out for different types of wood. It's a lot of tinkering on this thing. And the entire time, the Sergeant Major's just staring at you as you're examining it.
I imagine she's just sort of going over everything like really methodically and just trying to like put it all sort of to memory, if that's...
Hey, she's not bad, Tristan. You better watch out or she might take your spot. That just hurts. That really hurts, I will. I'm kidding, brother. I'm kidding. I wouldn't have anyone else. Besides, you made it past the marksmanship test. She hasn't. Don't give her ideas. Okay. Hey. Ditch that gun and take a look at mine. Yeah.
Oh, of course, I would.
This one is more on your speed. This one, it can have multiple bullets in it to be fired, like yours does, versus the Sergeant Major's, it can only hold the one bullet before I have to reload again. This one's a bit more on your speed. That being said, the dimensions of it is a lot longer than yours. Probably a good extra foot or so.
Yeah. Imagine for like.
And you can even see certain spots on it which are meant to have some sort of mount, some sort of either bipod or arquebusier, which is to say, it's a stick you put in the ground and then you perch your gun on top of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Figured as much.
Long thing, but you do note that Cyril is bigger, like physically bigger, like taller than all of them. So you're just like, it's in probably relation to that. But same as the Sergeant Major's, heavily tinkered with.
Mm-hmm.
Heavily tinkered with. You don't even know if this thing actually has an original make, because the gun is really long, and you're just like, I don't think I've ever seen the mass-produced guns that are this long. So you're wondering if the whole gun is custom.
Mm-hmm.
And one by one, they all show you their guns. Tristan's is pretty standard. It has some tinkerings here and there, but it's pretty standard. Don't get me wrong, still fires a high caliber round. Could definitely, if he hits someone, it's gonna make their day bad. Matthews is heavily wrapped up, camouflaged, automatically built in, sort of like the stuff they did in World War II. Just has some wraps around it to make him blend in with the environment more. To the point where it's actually a bit harder to examine his gun because there's so much in the way, and he insists in his silent way that you do not take it off.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah. Aisha, on the other hand, is a bit different. She still shoots like a rifle, but the cartridge is entirely different. It doesn't shoot rifle rounds. It shoots more akin to like something you see in like a revolver. To be fair, high-end revolvers, so they still shoot bigger rounds. But hers is like a repeater, like a Winchester.
Okay.
Yeah, like a cowboy gun.
Yeah.
A trail carbine. That's the better way of calling it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hers is different as well. It has a scope and everything too, but it's just different.
Yeah. Yeah, she'd probably just like catalog everything that's sort of been added that she thinks anyway, and sort of be like, okay, what's useful and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe future endeavors, I guess.
I hope that. I hope this was helpful.
It was. Did you all how do you describe? Did you all custom these yourself?
Oh, the custom fittings are tinkered by us, correct? Standard procedure for capable long-range reconnaissance people.
Oh, that is fair. That is fair. How long have you been tinkering with these guns, or is it related to how long you've been here? I notice Tristan's pretty standard in comparison, so...
Haha. I haven't exactly found the right configuration that I'm trying to work with. So far, I've been getting drilled in all of the different weapon styles, see which one fits best, and figuring out myself.
Yes, no, I understand that. It can be overwhelming, yes?
Some more so than others. His eyes dart over to Sile. What is that supposed to mean, little brother? I tried to help you, and this is how you replace me. Ignore him. Ignore him. He is weak. Ouch. Weak, I say. But he is right. Different styles for different people. Some people can fire faster and still hold accuracy. Others like having... He points a thumb over at the sergeant major. Some of them like their one-shots to be as effective as possible for best impact. And, some of us are in between. Depends. And I imagine you yourself are gonna find that, what's the word? Rhythm. The groove, you know? He means sort of jiving voice, that groove, that rhythm. Both in terms of reloading and in terms of firing. And breathing.
Well, breathing is always good, I would imagine.
Well, I mean, of course breathing is good, but the way you breathe, your heart rate, that all affects the shot.
Oh, yes, I know. Yes, I remember. I remember when I first started, I kept on holding my breath. Which is not very good.
Holding your breath is not bad, although you just have to know when to release it.
Yeah, that's
standard procedure. You get used to it. You get used to it.
Well, this has been years ago now, so at least I'm over that part, but still. Still, how did you all come to be here with Grandfather Redwood?
They all turn to look at the sergeant major. Yeah. You can thank the captain, and then you can thank the chaplain. If I had a vote in this matter, I wouldn't have showed up at all. I'm not helping any fucking Nevros. But here we are.
Oh, well,
Orders, orders.
I don't really know how I feel about that one, but alright.
No offense. You don't think he means that comment?
Yeah.
You're here now, though, and you are on our side. Despite the prejudice, he just stares daggers at her. If I wanted you dead, girl, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Alright. He takes a stealing breath. Our orders are orders, and they come from high up. I don't know what hands had to get shaken, what happened behind closed doors, but we're deployed here now, and God's damn it, I will not find us lacking. Even for fighting with Nevros, we're fighting against Nevros. So we will not miss. Am I understood? He says, looking at the 703rd. And they just give nods and yep, gotcha, boss.
Is that what you were doing in the woods then, when we found you?
No. No. We were helping earlier. Deployed to some fortification south of here.
Oh,
Fort south of here, like in the middle of open field? Yes. Amber just leans in towards you and Anushka. That's where we were at. It's where we fought. Well, I didn't fight him. Where you guys fought Suyad. And on our way back, we were given orders to do some scouting missions, me and Matteo. And scout we did. I already turned in our reports, put away our cash, so on. Cash? That's what you saw me doing. Putting it away. What's in your cash? Nothing you need to know, civilian. She pouts at that, at a civilian comment. Alright.
Rosh is like, shit, did I steal their stuff?
Oh, God, I...
No, not a... These guys just got here, yesterday. Well, this has been very, very educational. Her for her more so than me, but I think I got some stuff out of it. We won't take up too much more of your time. I think you
No.
guys are probably getting ready to set out, get in your sniper positions or whatever. The term is sharpshooter, but yes, whatever. Come on, Anushka.
Okay, thank you
See you
very
guys
much
at dinner.
for showing me.
No, you won't. That's it. That's it. He's just like, nope.
You're not allowed to
Ain't
go
eating
any
no-
closer.
Ain't
Yeah.
eating them fucking Nevros food. And then he takes a seat. So, as you, like in this small stretch as you guys are leaving. So, have a good time?
Yeah, no, that was good. I think I got some ideas for maybe something in the future, so that might be good.
Well, hold your horses, cuz, and she like sachets. She saw I was up next to you. I got something else that you might be interested in.
Oh no.
Oh,
She reaches into one of her packs and pulls out that rifle mount that Abel gave over to Sajar, who
Oh,
in
yeah.
turn gave it over to Amber.
There it is.
I got this from Sajar, and he got it from Abel, so I didn't make this, as much as I would have loved to take credit for it, but I don't fucking know like all this stuff about tinkering and guns, so it would have been a shitty lie. And I want to be honest with you. So here.
oh, thank you. So let me have a look. What is it?
I didn't really ask Sajar because we were sort of busy. Not like that. I meant we're leaving camp.
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough.
Gosh, get your mind out of the gutter, Anushka.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a rifle mount. Again, it's good. It will help you keep grip, mount any other future apertures or other attachments or accessories, and more importantly, it honestly gives you a bit of better weight distribution only for a specific way of firing the gun. Moving and firing with additional weight, not good. Not good at all. That means that you might be able to strip down some parts for where this replaces and then compensate back for the weight.
Maybe, yeah. Figure
Yeah.
something out.
Yeah.
She just sort of gets like this big, like, just sort of, I don't know, like that sort of considering of, oh, what am I going to do with this now, kind of plans are forming kind of look, I guess. If that makes any sense at all.
I absolutely know exactly what you're talking about. Don't worry. Like, no meme edition.
Great.
And Amber just sort of was like leaned over your shoulder, like looking at you, looking at it. So, it's good.
It is very good. It is very good. Thank you. Thank you so much for I don't know,
No need to
delivering it?
thank me for it. It's more so Abel.
Well, thank him too then.
There
I
you
do
go.
appreciate.
Awesome. Then, actually, I need to check something. Where's the sheet? There it is. Insight at advantage upon you. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. She knows you know something.
Oh.
But that's what we'll call session. And you and her can have a private conversation on the way back.
God damn it.
No, we do not have time for you guys to go through the drunken escapades, interrogating the prisoner and stuff like that. That would require an entire second session. And as enticing as that is, I do want to wrap up the arc within a relatively reasonable amount of time, and I think putting a week delay is already enough.
Yeah.
Aww.
Can I
I'm
pitch
sorry.
one last crazy idea at you, Crash?
Certainly.
So, in my bags, I have a diamond at 200 gold,
Yes, you do.
and I have 3 emeralds, which are in total. Let's see, that's 600 gold? Yeah, I think so. So, Jora's going to try doing something. He's just going to place them all on the table, and diamond in the middle, and then these 3 emeralds, like a triangle around it, so that the diamond is in the very middle of the triangle.
Okay.
And then he's going to take out a little dagger, prick his finger, and he's gonna put like a drop of blood on first the bottom emerald, top emerald, and then other bottom emerald, and then middle diamond. So
Bottom top. Bottom top. Okay.
He's gonna put his hands above the gem, and he's going to try and spend all of his sorcery, all of them. So that's 37.
You would only have half because this is after scenario 2. So you guys will only have half your long rest-based resources. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't bring this up. I brought it up in the questions room chat. You guys would only have half your long rest-based resources and then all your short rest-based ones because obviously you guys could just recharge those. Okay. So how many sorcery points total do you have? And then we take half that, round down.
Okay, because I would have had if we had a long rest after the encounter with Cyander Foley, I would be at full.
Yes, and then you guys would have depleted whatever amount after scenario 1. A little of the long rest would have happened. That's the night Anushka and Amber got laid. And then after that, you guys would have had a scenario 2. So and then that night is now. So you'd have, I'd say, half of your points remaining.
Let's do that is 38 divided by half. 19.
19, yeah, makes sense.
Oh, 18 because I spent 1.
Oh, okay. So 18.
Yeah. And what he's trying to achieve with it is he's trying to fuse all of them into a single gem.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
Okay. That's gonna be very
cool. If had some sort of, honestly, if you had like a transmutation wizard, then this would be like up their fucking alley.
It's kind of like the fabricate spell.
Yeah. Roll me. Okay, there's a way to do this. There's a way to jump this. First off, we look at the fabricate spell. I believe it's 5th level.
4th.
4th. Roger. If we were to use a preceding measurement of magical power and the overcoming of it, i.e., dispel magic, DC of dispelling such magic will be DC 14, 10 plus spell level. Okay. If that is the case, then roll me your Arcana, DC 14. That being said, if you can overcome, or rather, this Arcana roll will be you utilizing your magical potential, but can you utilize it in full efficiency?
Yeah.
If you can reach 18, something will happen. 18 being the number of sorcery points.
As I'm preparing to do this, sort of sneakily glance over at Redane or Owen and be like,
I want to give you a bargain inspiration. Take his D12.
12. Arcana? Roll good?
Arcana. Just roll good. Yeah, just roll good. Oh my god, you totally didn't roll good. Oh my. Funnily enough, the D12 might still save you.
Let's see. Hold on.
Oh my god. If you got a 12, you'll hit 18.
Oh, wait. What? No, I spent them all. Shit.
Magical guidance.
Fuck. I should have saved one. I thought about saving one as well, but then I forgot. Let's see.
Roll the D12.
I believe in you.
Unusual competence.
You're really good at
He's going for it. Okay.
Roll the D12 first. Let's see if you even need it. You technically have a 1 in 12 chance of not needing
destroy it.
And then mine.
No.
Okay, so about that unusual competence.
So unfortunate. Wait a minute. You're like realistic aside.
Oh yeah, that's true.
She can just give you her luck.
She's just like, hey, how about you redo that?
You can just use this. Oh, that's on general. Well, you here. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
All right, another Arcana check.
Another Arcana check.
Oh, wheel makes so much more sense.
Nah.
Bro. Does he get to reroll the d12?
Sure, why not? We're just gambling at this point. The thing is, you can just spam this.
Fred, I...
Actually, no, she would have one
Okay.
left. So
Fred,
17.
just roll good.
Fred, you have one
just roll
instruction.
good. Yeah, dude, check this out. Just roll good. Just roll good. Okay, that actually is good.
17. Well,
17. So you are. It's enough to transmute everything. It's not enough to get the special effect. I'll never tell.
hey, you didn't
So, yeah.
ruin the gems, and that's a good one.
But if I do the so I get
If you use the unusual confidence, then yes, you would get the special effect. But is it worth it?
yes.
If it's a character, if it's a person.
Okay, fine. I'll mark down your unusual competence. Unusual. This is like the inverse of hoarder syndrome. Spender syndrome.
Get it.
I mean, he's got the hoarding naturally.
As you begin transmuting all of them, combining it into one, they all begin to glow as the power of your blood, your lineage, and just the power of your power, they all begin to glow. Initially, they sort of pulse one at a time, making this sort of like almost like you'd see at like an airport, like the runway lanes has like those lights that sort of go in sequence.
Yeah.
It does that. It's like shitty Simon Says. It does that. The emeralds just blinking one after another, making this circuit. And then they go faster and faster to the point where they, in this course of but a few moments, they are going so fast that they're basically just constantly glowing. And then the diamond steals all of that energy that's in them, and everything goes white. You have to shield your eyes, close your eyes. It's just blinding light. And then you hear a shattering noise, just shattering, accompanied thereafter by the sounds of crunching, like that of making like a packed snowball. Just, it's rough on the ears, but it's not deafening. And when the light recedes and you open your eyes and you see what do you have left? You see a polished gem. It's one made of four. Almost like a Triforce. Imagine that. Imagine Triforce. 3 emeralds, 1 diamond in the middle, all polished, clean, free of slag, in one massive piece. As spell components measure gems by their cut and quality, magic do what magic do, you are certain that this is an all or nothing piece worth around 1,000 gold.
Damn.
The thing is, if you use it for any component, it takes all of it. So if you want just the diamond part, it takes the emeralds. If you want the emerald parts, it takes all of it. You could, in theory, maybe break it back down, but you don't know if that would just utterly destroy the internal structure of it and make it all not worthless, but
As it's coming together, am I able to influence the shape of it at all?
sure. What shape would you like
Well,
it to take?
What I had in mind is this kind of like almost figurine, like, you know what a Chinese lion, what they look like?
Yeah, like the roaring lion that you see in front of like the Forbidden Palace and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly that. Like a little.
I think that's allowable.
Yeah, with the head sort of being the diamond, and then the body and the mane being pieces.
Being the emerald. I would say the emeralds would take on different colorations from one another. One of them being a more vibrant, verdant green, whereas the other one's like a darker, more like a oaken, I guess, better way to put it, green.
That's pretty.
It's around the size of your hand. The whole thing, its length and so on. It's about the size of your hand. Ooh la la.
I'm amazed that worked.
I'm not terribly, if I'm being honest. I've seen my uncle do something similar to that. Although
Really?
in fairness, he didn't use he didn't use a draconic imbued bloodlines blood power, as it were. He hears something that dwarves have. It's a stone song, and just sort of listen to it, messed with its melody. I guess is a good way of describing it. I've seen something similar like that done, although I don't know if they're in similar avenues.
Funny
But the
you
result is the
mentioned
same.
Song.
Huh?
You mentioned a stone song.
Yeah.
I spoke to Tala just a short while ago, and she called it a Song of the Sands. Sand song.
Sad song. Oh. He gets like this sort of like sad look on his face. Right. She wouldn't know about that.
I should be worried now, I'm assuming?
No, not at all. I have the utmost faith in Miss Tala. How to put it? Her old mentor isn't around anymore, not in the way he was before, at least.
She mentioned that someone might be able to find him by
He nods with
following
that.
the song
Yes.
I heard.
Yes. She's
Or
instructed
like
me
it.
if I ever find any worthy such people to tell him that story, but I don't honestly go looking for legendary combatants to go. And honestly, he gets this pained look on his face and looks up at you. I know Miss Tala is a fantastic teacher and mentor. I know she's capable. I know that she has deep insights into all her students, no matter how maddening they are. But there's some part of me that wonders if she's teaching these students because they deserve greatness, or if she's looking for someone to chase after that song.
Yeah.
It's not my place to say.
No, I'm picking up what you are putting down.
I hope she finds someone that can follow that song.
If she is meant to, she will. And if it happens to be me, then I'll make sure she tags along.
He smiles at that. A noble soul like yourself, Mr. Jha, I hope it's you as well. Gods only know. Only the fitting will find the way there. The worthy.
Perhaps he doesn't even want to be found.
Maybe, but I don't think that's the case. I traveled with him, the marshal. He's not one to hide, but I think he only wants a worthy challenge. That's all he's ever wanted. At this point, I don't know if anyone outside of the inner circle of Golshak Krognik would give him much of a challenge, though.
Dune warrior indeed.
He was a Dune warrior, yeah. I remember seeing him get hit, and he turned to sand. He turned to sand, just all like that, and reapparated somewhere else.
I can do that. Well, not anymore. I'm spent, but the same way others do with mist.
That's fair. I mean, I can do something similar like that as well, but the thing is, Marshal Militiades wasn't a mage. He wasn't a magic user. Not like you, not like I, not like any other sense of the word. He was a martial man. Literally. So when that happened, it was so surprising to all of us that it was an ability he had, and it wasn't even one he was aware of. And then a lot of things happened after that. A lot of discoveries. We even took a trip out to the Frijan Peninsula. Settle things.
So you're not, and he says, Dune Warrior, as if that explains everything.
Yeah, it's just like, yep, that's 100% accurate.
Yeah, no, that tracks. That makes sense. Yes.
That tracks. I'm sorry, it's a dour subject to think on even now. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't a personal protege of Marshall Mathers Heidi's or anything like that, but he just had a presence about him. And now that presence is gone. You know? I'm sorry. We should get back to things. I don't mean to distract all of us.
Can I attempt to insight to see, like, when this happened? Because anytime Marshall's brought up, it sounds like it's happened, like, a week ago. Kind of thing.
I don't think that's something you're going to determine from someone's mood. I'll give you an insight roll, but it will be really fucking hard.
Sure.
So you're sort of thinking, like, how fresh is the wound kind of thing?
Yeah, kinda. Although, to be fair, it's probably hard to tell with Owen.
That's hard to measure against someone you...
person. So it's
hard to measure against people you don't know.
Yeah. Disadvantage. With an 8, I don't have a single clue.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Dave just like sort of looks around and then back to Owen at that. Do you think he was doing what he loved?
To the very end. And even now.
Sort of like looks almost confused about that and then walks away.
Oh, I've seen him walk like that before. He's thinking about things.
Why is he not thinking about things?
No, not like... Yes, Oriana. Haha, funny.
Remember why I was going to call session?
Yeah.
So anyways, that was a fucking lie.
What a fun idea.
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Alright, now I'm going to call session. Yeah, I'm not going to hyper marathon this between session.
We're already at, like, what our normal stop time would be anyways, so it works.
Yeah.
Downside, Fred's gonna dip, so...
I mean, we could check... Yeah, Fred, I'm surprised. I thought you were going to go to bed. I thought you said only an hour, but now here you are, like an hour and pushing towards 2.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I don't mind. I was just
That was a voice of a man who regrets.
No,
it's like that thing where
that.
it's like if I tell you I'm going to go to bed and you see me playing a game, it's not because I lied, it's because I failed. I see. I see, Fred. I see.
Yes.
So, let's see here. I don't know, Chris. Do you want to have that conversation with Amber in character, or shall we sit or keep it in the text? It's up to you.
I'm nae fussed. I'm nae fussed. If I have to regurgitate it later, it might be easier to do it in game. But
the thing is, like, you don't have like a written record of it in character. Is the other point.
Oh yeah, that is true.
The thing is, if I do it public, if I do it in voice, I guess I could just drag you to whispers. Actually.
Yeah, good too.
I think I will let the dice decide. On a 1, it will remain in text channel. On a 2, we shall.
I was like, elemental weapon? What? That's a weird rule.
On a 2, it shall be in whispers. On a 3, it shall be in public. Ah, shit.
Well.
It's like a plane you got there so fully. I'll
get my notebook out again. God damn. Okay.
No, this will be in the box. It's okay.
yeah, if you want, I could just like start a new episode for the VOD, and you could just
Nah, it's fine. Got my book out.
chill. Sounds like someone
The
who is
evil
not
pen's
bothered.
getting a second life.
You're a good noodle. So, as you and Amber here, I'm gonna